from player freedom to a massively diverse group of races and character classes to Dungeons and Dragons. This is why I have to think Baldur's Gate could quite possibly be the greatest RPG video game of all time, and we'll discuss why, so stay tuned. I played a lot of RPGs when I'm gaming, my all-time favorite being Knights of the Old Republic, and I played all the Mass Effects and the Dragon Ages, but nothing quite gave me a sense of real player freedom than Baldur's Gate 3. Again, I am Matt with That's Fair Podcasting and Gaming Geeks Live, and if you are new here, please feel free to subscribe to one of those channels, please. If not, maybe like the video. We're at your mercy. Help us in that algorithm. If you don't do any of those things and you just watch this video, that's really what means the most to me, and thank you so much. But what could possibly make Baldur's Gate 3 the greatest RPG of all time? I mean, again, like I said player freedom. You have your races and your classes, so much to choose from, and your Dungeons and Dragons element. But seriously, I mean, it's a big open world. It takes place in the Forgotten Realms, and honestly, what makes BG3 so great? Again, let's go with unmatched player freedom. I mean, what couldn't you do in that game? I mean, obviously, you're still limited by a linear direction, but in this one, you had so many deep choices to make, and there was so much in the way of benefit and consequences that legitimately just hammered you home for whatever it was you made. And you loved making these choices. Like, I'm guilty here, but I believe he was the vampire assassin Astarion. Maybe I said it wrong, but I think that what I did was horrible. I killed him. My first playthrough, I kept him along as far as my party, but on my second playthrough, I used a mod where I'm a werewolf, and he tried to bite me in camp, and that's my mortal enemy, so he died for it. I ended up driving a stake through his heart. And the other members were fine with it, like Shadowheart and Liaise, like whatever that gift chick is. I can't think of her name. But it's such a reactive world in this game. I mean, at every corner you need to explore every corner, because you've got your shovel, you're digging, and you're always finding loot. I mean, who doesn't want to find loot? But so much is hinged upon whatever decision you make, and it's insane. You have a massive detailed storytelling, narrative. It's a wonderful story. I don't know about you, but, obviously you have the Mind Flayer tadpole stuck in your head. And, it feels like it's a race against time, but it isn't really, because you have your guardian or whatever that basically is slowing it down, promising you that this won't be your end. And then you have your that gift chick who's ready, Laezel? I can't think of her name. I'll have it written down. Wanting to kill you, wanting to kill everybody. You have Shadowheart, like, hating her. I mean, but what's insane about that is you have so much freedom towards these NPCs. Again, like I said, I ganked Astarion or whatever his name is. I didn't care for the whole vampire aspect of it the first time, but I wanted him along because I love the assassin character. I'm playing it through this time as a monk. I'm using a lot of flurry of blows. But let's be realistic. When you play this game, it's got a great cinematic cutscene to it too. Like, every time it goes into, you can talk to almost everyone. It's such a huge open world, and it's just, to me, in Baldur's Gate 3, the possibilities became limitless. You can shape your own player's destiny in different ways. A lot of it hinges on character race and character class too, and that's what makes the replay value of this so extremely high, because you can play a different character every time, a different character class, a different character race, and it adapts to a world that is so just full of endless possibilities. I think Larian Studios really knocked this one out of the park when they made it. I mean, the enhanced choice options that you're giving, I mean, it's just like, you definitely want to replay it to go through and make different choices because you want to see different outcomes. Don't Google it because, you know, you'll kind of screw yourself when you do it. Again, I'm playing it through right now again with a monk, and I'm playing it on my shameless plug Twitch channel, which is Matt Gaming Geeks Live, and I'm having a blast with it. But you can approach these different choices in countless ways, which again makes the replay value of BG3 so high. And above all, it's a Forgotten Realms game, which means it takes place in Faerun. I play all my campaigns in Faerun or Karator, I believe, the Orient, Al-Qadim. All these Forgotten Realm places when I'm playing actual tabletop Dungeons and Dragons. I've taken all my group through all these different countries, but Faerun I always seem to go back to, like Waterdeep, which is mentioned so much. I think Gale's from Waterdeep. Suzail. You know, there's so many different areas of Faerun that I've taken my players that it's unreal. And to actually be able to play it in an RPG, I think that's even more of a special video game for me as far as RPGs are concerned. I even like the fact, I don't remember his name, but you find him early on in a crypt and he joins your camp and allows you to make actual vessels to add to your party. And I love that because you can, you know, you have a freedom of choice of your character class and your race, and you can switch it up, randomize, and I'm having a blast with it. Now I'm also modding this game, so I'm doing a lot of different things, like Shadowheart has different hair, and again, I'm a werewolf in this one, so you know, if I'm overwhelmed, I can just shapeshift and I'm in my Lycan form and I'm just kicking ass. But I do like creating the party members. After I killed Astarion or whatever, after I killed him, I created like a ranger chick. And even though she's dead here, she's a badass. So it's kind of fun. But I guess in closing in this relatively short video, with the massive open world and the massive freedom of choices that you make throughout, and the replay value being so high because you can literally change the story when you play it quite often, it could quite possibly, in my opinion, make Baldur's Gate 3 the greatest RPG video game of all time. Not my favorite, but it's up there. And I cannot wait to see what BG4 has to offer because I do believe it's in production. Now, hopefully they keep the likes of Corinne Bush out of it. I think Corinne Bush now works for Wizards of the Coast after completely fucking up Dragon Age to Velgard. So hopefully we don't have some of that same progressive shit. That's just an opinion. But anyway, guys, that's all I had. I want to thank you for watching this pointless rant. But again, Baldur's Gate 3 is, I can't wait. I'm fixing to jump on my stream and play. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. That's all I have. Again, if you don't mind subscribing to That's Fair Podcasting or Gaming Geeks Live, again, like the video. And if you didn't do any of those and you just watched this video, thank you so much. And to you gamers, I always say all love, and I'm outro.